Welcome to Vegan Ultra. I'm your inspiration guide, Adam Gallus, on this epic quest for health, hope, and happiness, in which I lose 150 pounds in 12 months on a whole food vegan diet while walking 3,000 miles to prove to myself, my family, and anyone watching on YouTube that we can all become the ultra versions of ourselves if we give it a chance and are powered by plants. This is the weekly training update, and let me describe just how this week has gone, because family and friends have definitely wanted to know. So 56 miles of walking, absolutely got that done. In fact, I got it done on Friday night. That was 14 miles on Friday, plus the weight training, for a total of 5,750 calories burned, according to Fitbit. I felt wonderful. Now, this is compared to the first week of weight training, where my trainer warned me I would be sore, especially 2 days after. And oh my goodness, yes, on Wednesday, I could barely walk up the stairs. I felt crippled and I couldn't do any walking that day. I was able to ramp up for the rest of the week and get in my 55.5 miles goal. Now, this week, in week 2, he recommended you really want to get that nutrition nailed down. So 2 or 3 hours before you come in for the weight training session, you want to eat a healthy meal. So let me show you exactly what I worked out with my dietitian and personal trainer and AI life coach. Let's take a look here at the food log. So this, on weight training days, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I have my vegan meat lovers goulash, which is, as you can see, a very hearty soup. This is around 7 pounds of fruits and vegetables. So what is actually in this? Well, it starts out, we have 20 ounces of stir-fry vegetables. So broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, peas, and so on. 12 ounces of kale for those leafy greens, 8 ounces or half a pound of mushrooms. I also throw in, for protein, things like 2 fillets, that's 10 ounces of mycelial vegan chicken, and there is some defatted soy and pea vegan beef that is delicious. I'll be doing entire videos on those protein sources. And then, of course, all the different benefits like amla, turmeric, garlic, onion, all the various different superfood spices that we'll be talking about in future videos as well. So you can see the nutrition is paramount on here. 274 grams of carbs, and as my trainer says, a lot of people when weight training think it's all about the protein. Without the carbohydrates, you cannot get that into your cells. And of course, when you're actually weight training, this is what's powering you. Oh, I forgot to mention also, on the weight training days, I add 2 cups of Plant Strong chili. Once that I've used that up for lower sodium, I'll just use a can or 15 ounces, 1 pound of no sodium added beans. Because of course the beans, that's the magic. We've seen the Science-Based Magic episode about the health benefits of beans. So also beets, as this study illustrates, beet juice and beets themselves contain about 1 can is around 300 milligrams of nitrates. That dilates your blood vessels, and they've shown here around 7% improvement in exercise performance. You want to eat the beets around 2 hours before working out. So basically, eating roughly half of this, so this is basically coming in at around 900 calories, so nearly 150 grams of carbs, 140 grams of protein, and in addition to this, I'm eating about 3 to 4 apples to make sure that you can actually with the carbs, force all these nutrients into your muscles, into your tissues, so that when you go in ready to train, you are ready to go 100%. Then after the training, immediately basically get home within 30 to 60 minutes. You want to go ahead, more carbs, more fruit, and the rest of the 900 calories. So you can see 140 grams of protein. Now, basically, I need between 122 and 168 to hit my goals. Getting 140 just from the soup itself. And take a look. Now, this iron is slightly high because the beets I'm using actually have about, the 2 cans is about 12 milligrams less. So it's about 34 milligrams of iron, but of course non-heme iron, meaning your body absorbs only what it needs. But look at the fiber, 91 grams of fiber in addition to the carbs. If we look at the fat, it is packed with polyunsaturated fat. About 2/3 of this fat is healthy fat. And remember what we saw from that study from Harvard, that the fats found in these whole plant foods are science-based magic. The more you eat, the longer you live, the lower your risk of mortality. And of course, it's all about that nutrient density. Now, this sodium is a bit high. If we look at from that, actually, this is about 450 milligrams less with the actual beets I am using, the no sodium added. So this is actually around 1,700 milligrams, but look at that potassium. Remember, potassium dilates the blood vessels while sodium contracts it and raises your blood pressure. So this is why the government recommends 2 times as much potassium as sodium. World Health Organization 1 times or more. Here the ratio is basically around 5-to-1. And notice the minerals absolutely packed, the vitamins absolutely packed. I am missing some of these, and that's where the daily supplement that I've talked about comes in. Now, the protein, of course, these are not actually as low as they look. This is simply because I'm using the branded products, which don't have the actual data. If you use basically generic that the USDA has done studies on, you would see this is all well over 100%. Similarly, if we look at the nutrient ratios, you remember omega-6 to omega-3, how inflammatory is your diet? The average American diet, 25 to 30. You want to be 4 or less, as close to 1 as possible, 2.3. Potassium to sodium. And remember, this is actually closer to 5 when you adjust for the cans of beets I'm actually using. Solid calcium to magnesium and calcium to oxalate ratio. So this truly is the nutrition of champions. And the key this week that I've changed is adding those cans of beets, which 7% difference. Well, the goal, of course, is what I'm trying to do is live my life optimally as much as possible. That's why I have a personal trainer, a doctor, a dietitian, an AI life coach, the body weight planner from the NIH telling me how many calories I should eat from week to week. And let me quickly share with you a preview for what is going on next week in terms of the food plan. So we saw earlier that I've already planned out the calories approximately for the coming week. Well, NIH body weight planner says I need 2,520 calories per day to stay on track. We're exactly at 2,510. I've made all the minor tweaks and adjustments to the various foods. It's going to be a glorious day, each day, packed with nutrition, packed with whether it's recovery day or weight training day and simply walking day or a day of rest. You always want to make sure your body has the nutrition it needs to help you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video to help other people find it on YouTube, and consider trying a Blue Zone vegan diet. This truly is science-based magic and nutrition-fueled sorcery that's helped me to lose 85 pounds in 20 weeks on my way to 150 pounds in 1 year while becoming the Captain America version of myself. And this is the way nature intended all of us to live. It can help, this lifestyle can help almost anyone become the healthiest, happiest version of yourself if you give it a chance and are powered by plants.